Hello, and welcome to the Spring Sports Wrap-Up, where we'll be covering the spring season's team's progress.
I'm Giacchetto, sitting next to me is Kajko, and we're your hosts for today.
First up, we have the boys volleyball team, who finished the season with a record of 12-8. They ranked 17th in the division and made it to the MIAA tournament. The boys lost their first playoff game against Methuen on Monday, with a score of 1-3. Zach Spengler and Liam Quinn were selected to the MVC second team, and both captains were selected to the MVC first team. Here's Victor Lamb and Dominic Flores with information about the season.
A lot of goals were like bring back team culture, a lot of traditions like team dinners and that kind of stuff, and trying to just bounce back from last year, how we were 10-10 last year. We just want to flip the switch and then really just put that drive in that we didn't have last year and just really put that effort in. Honestly, just keeping our confidence up. We did have a lot of confidence issues from players that are like, they didn't believe in their skills, and we overcame them just by having like everyone else on the team, just trying to inspire them and just keep their confidence up and help them believe that they have the ability to do what they can on the court and off.
So our record right now is 11-7. We had a very strong opening to the season. We hit a little slump, but we're getting out of it right now and going to do well in the playoffs. So we had a lot of young talent come out this year, and you know they outshone what we thought that they would achieve, and yeah, we have a better record than last year so far. So. Morale pretty solid throughout the year. Again, we started out a lot stronger, hit a little dip, but we're pulling the confidence back right now. Shout out to Coach Edgar.
Yeah, shout out to all the coaches this year. We had a great turnout for all the boys this year. So we had a JVB, JVA, and a varsity team. So we had two coaches, Taylor and Jazz, and we had our JVA coach, Ali Riga, shout out, and then our main coach, Edgar Valdez, who put in tons of effort on, and even when we're not practicing, he was just putting that effort in. And we really appreciate you for that. Thank you.
The baseball team has also been doing great with a record of 14-6 and ranked 13th in the division. They advanced to the round of 16 in playoffs, but lost against Central Catholic on Thursday. The softball team also finished the season with a steady record of 10-10, ranking 15th in the division. They advanced first round against Hingham, but lost against King Philip on Wednesday. The baseball captains Caleb Stewart, Jack Blaine, Ryan Clark, and Braden Gray are here to tell us more about the baseball season along with the softball captains, Makaya Alto, Cindy Schwartz, Emily Souza, with information on theirs.
We're having a pretty good season. We're 14-6 right now, right where we were last year. Going into playoffs, right, we're about 13-14 seeds, so we're looking good.
Our record right now is 8-10. Our team has been doing pretty well. One of the advantages that we have is that it's the exact same team from last year, just minus one person, so I think we're doing pretty good. Hoping to get our record up a little bit higher, but we have a guaranteed shot at playoffs right now, just hoping for a home game.
We definitely have the goal to win the MVC this year like we did last year, and we took care of business there. We have our goals set very high for the state tournament, and we anticipate making a deep run into playoffs.
Our main goal this year was to learn how to work together as a team, because each girl on this team is such a great individual player, but we had a tough time like coming together and like learning how to work with one another. So we've been focusing on communication and just really getting to know how each one of us plays and coming together for big wins and stuff.
So we lost 14 seniors last year, so it came down to a lot of the younger guys stepping up, which they definitely did. They took the spots they had to take, and we got the job done.
So we've had a lot of time this year, like, to learn new things because we have kind of the same signs, same plays, general stuff like that. So I think we've been able to improve a lot in different areas since we have so much experience together from last year.
We lost some heartbreaking games and extra innings, but we bounced back the next games after that, won those ones, won the MVC, so that's what we're looking forward to do.
It's been pretty good. We actually do like a team bonding activity every practice, like right before we start our drills. So I think it's been pretty good this year. Gotten the team a lot closer.
It was definitely a little different than it was last year. Last year it was very much a team that had played together for a lot of our lives. So the beginning of the season was kind of a new team, kind of figuring it out. But as the season went along, we've really come together as a true team, and we've kind of bonded more and really made a good like team atmosphere.
Number one is Coach Deegan. We love her. She's really brought us together as a team this year, and we missed her a lot last year, and we're really happy she's back. And then Miss True, our bus driver, we love her so much. She's a good hype woman. We're just really happy she was like there for a lot of our away games. And then Coach Emma, we love Coach Emma as well, and it's nice to have somebody like our age that we can relate to.
I think that's the whole team.
Yeah.
All the young kids stepped up, made some big plays in the field, good bats, and that's what we needed this year.
The whole entire team's definitely replaced all the seniors we lost, and their classmen really stepped up.
Next, we have the rugby team. They ended the season with a record of 4-3 and ranked 7th in the division. The team had their first postseason game against Hanover, which they lost with a score of 0-50. Here are Will Petrilli, Thomas Irvin, and Thomas Kopois, the rugby team captains, with their thought about the games.
Will Petrilli, number 9.
Thomas Irvin, number 10.
Thomas Kopois, number 4.
The teams started off pretty strong, but hit a little plateau, went a little downhill, but we're on the rise again, just in time for playoffs coming up. Our current record's 3-3.
Our original goals for this season were to win a playoff game, and with a win this Thursday, we're still on track for that, so that's what we're shooting for.
Our team has significantly improved with speed, and our back line has improved significantly as well. There's been many recruits that have, helped us with our success this season.
Shout out Dylan Brown. We faced a lot of challenges, mostly with injuries. I myself couldn't practice for a week or two at the beginning because of an ankle injury. Petrilli's been out for weeks because of an ankle injury. We've had so many kids just drop and have to be filled in by some of the younger guys, the new ones that just learned it. And they've done a good role stepping in and helping when they need to help.
Morale is great right now. We're playing some of the best rugby we've played all year, and we're just really pumped for the playoffs and what's next for this team.
Obviously, Coach Marty, Coach Parks, Coach.
Oh yeah, all the coaches. Yeah. They really make the season what it is, especially Coach Marty.
The girls lacrosse team ended with a record of 14-4 and ranked 9th in the division. The team made it to round 16 in the MIAA tournament, but lost against Central Catholic on Wednesday with a score of 7-9. We got to interview Toria Apostolakis, Amelia Kelly, and Taja Bell about their thoughts on the lacrosse season.
Toria Apostolakis.
Amelia Kelly.
I'm Taja Bell.
We've been doing really well. We finished 14-4 in the regular season. Huge improvement. We had a bunch of really big wins. We beat Central Catholic twice. We almost beat LS, and then we beat Reading, who was number 1 at the time. So we've had some really impressive wins, and we beat all of the other teams by a lot, getting our power ranking up. We've had a really successful preseason.
One of our main goals was obviously to win states, but to do that we had to break it into a little bit smaller goals. So our first goal was coming out, having a better record than we did last year, winning the MVC, which is something that we did. We actually went undefeated in our conference, so that was something pretty well. So that was one of the steps we wanted to take. Another big goal was just doing better than last year, and we've already proved that. So now the next goal that we have is making it past the second round, which is where we fell last year, and then ultimately the big goal is winning the state final.
So last year we did have a lot of injuries. It really kind of took us apart and really made it a higher struggle. So everyone's back this year, and it's just we look so much better as a team. Our team chemistry on the field is unmatched, and it's just we really had a way better season in that way.
I'd say just the challenges were just figuring out our offense. With the lack of, with a lot of injuries last year, we couldn't really figure out how to score and keep the ball down offensively. But this year, there's been a lot of people stepping up. We've gotten a lot stronger offensively, and that was definitely a huge challenge we had to overcome. But once we did it, it really changed our game.
I think our team morale, honestly, is probably one of the best of the teams in the school. We're very close-knit. All of the seniors, we've been playing together since we were in youth. So we've all just kind of come up together, and we've always been connected with the underclassmen. So I think that we're really just close-knit, and that kind of helps ease into everything. I think morale is really good. Before games, we hype each other up, bus rides, everything. Especially even on the field after we score, we give each other some nice big hugs. So I think team morale is probably one of the best.
Everyone's just been finding their place, and everyone's been stepping up. Caroline, Reese, Molly Fox, like a bunch of people who maybe didn't even play as much last year are now finding their role, like what they mean to this team. We love you guys and we're so proud of you, and we've had an awesome season, and I can't wait for us to win states.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we're all really proud of you guys. You put in all the work, you put in all the effort, and now we're ready to begin.
Yeah.
The boys tennis team has been doing great with a record of 10-2, ranking 26th in the division. They lost against BC High in round 1 on May 31st. The girls have a record of 5-9 and ranked 33rd in the division. They sadly did not make it to the tournament.
The boys lacrosse team has a record of 13-5, rating 14th in the division. We had a great regular season and tied for the MVC. Unfortunately, we came up short and lost in the second round of playoffs to a very talented team, Acton Boxborough.
Thanks to CHS TV and their crew for filming the lacrosse and volleyball games, which you can watch on the Chelmsford TV YouTube channel.
719 Sports signing off for the year.